Full-time? Full-time. You're listening to Full-Time Daughter. It's a full-time job at this point.
Welcome back to another episode of Full-Time Daughter with
Isa.
and Cailyn.
Another week.
Another episode.
And we were out of office last week, okay?
Yeah, consider that our informal spring break.
Exactly. But we needed the little,
The
time off.
self-imposed. Yeah.
Yeah. But we're back with another episode. This one's going to be a bit of a little ramble and update because we've been gone for a little bit. So where should we even begin?
Let's begin with... Well, I think we should start with last week, the week that we did miss, because some things happened while we were gone.
Okay, sure. So,
Let's start.
Can
with
I start with
your club era?
Oh my god, my club era.
Can we discuss your club
my brat era?
Yeah, literally. Your brat era.
Okay, I was gonna start with my mental health, but I guess we'll start with my... No, it's fine.
We'll get there. We'll circle around. Let's start with a party first, and then
we're gonna start with the party. So I'm in my brat era, I think. This is brand new to me. I don't know what's going on, but I kind of like it. I never really experienced going clubbing or going to bars like that when I was, a little bit younger or in college.
A little bit younger is crazy. We're the same age.
Ago.
We're the same age. We're literally.
Oh, that's funny. But here I am. I have been clubbing. It's been an experience for sure where I get home at 6 in the morning or something.
That's insane.
No, I know. But
Crazy
also
work.
I never knew what club culture was, and it's so different than what I thought it was actually. Yeah. And it's also very different in Miami, but it's fun, I guess. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, you went to the very popular
I went to no. I went to
Miami.
Space in Miami, if you know. I don't really like it personally. I'm not a fan of EDM. I'm not really a fan of
I don't know much about it.
That's literally all it is.
Yeah.
It's just beats. I'm not really a big fan. I really like lyrics. I really like being able to say
and having something to dance to,
I love a rhythm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I went to Space. It wasn't my vibe, but I danced on an elevated surface for the first time ever in my life, and that was something that was definitely on my bucket list. That I'm
it had to happen.
It had to happen. At least once in your life, you just have to be above and just be dancing on an elevated surface. Other than that, oh my god, when I was saying I was gonna go to Space, I had some friends that were like, oh, good luck, it's ungodly there, you're gonna hate it, all
I've
this
heard
stuff.
so many horror stories.
It was fine, honestly. I met a lot of nice people, actually.
Okay.
In the bathroom and stuff, a lot of nice girls. I was like, okay. I saw this bride.
A bride.
She was in her full white outfit with a veil,
but celebrating her bachelorette, or just
and she turns around and I look at her and I go, are you getting married? And she was like, fuck yes. And I was like, ah! You know me, I scream at girls. I'm like, oh,
that's so funny.
And then all her friends, I guess her bridesmaids, we all start dancing together and we're like, hey, oh
my God,
to
I
the
love
bride
that.
Fully shaking ass in her veil, she keeps doing this.
Period.
And I was like, oh yeah, this is so cute. But yeah, I don't know, it was a fine place, I guess. I prefer perreo personally. I prefer just Spanish music, things that you can just dance.
Can we please talk about that though? I just think it's funny. I think it's funny and it needs to be brought up because she comes back from this night out and I'm like, girl, what just happened? She's texting at some random time of the day. I haven't heard from her in so long. And I'm like, oh, hey girl, how are you? Hope you're doing well. She's like, oh, I have so many stories. That was the craziest night of my life. That was crazy.
No,
and I'm stop saying it was the craziest night of your life and just tell me the story. Tell me what happened. I'm thinking oh my God, she's approaching people or something, or she's getting someone's number. I have no idea what the story entails. And it's probably not what you're expecting either.
It's not what you're expecting. It's not what I was expecting either, to be honest with you.
I was like, girl, what is this?
So my friends are like, hey, let's go out. It's one of our final weekends in Miami. And I was like, it was super spontaneous. And I decided, okay, I'm going to do it just because I don't know the next time I'm going to hang out with them and see them and whatever. Let's just go out with a bang. So I meet them at this bar that's on the corner of this like literal strip of clubs. I walk in hand with one of my friends. We go straight to the bathroom. And when I'm walking in, like Bad Bunny is playing in this bar. Like I'm feeling it already. Like I'm like, oh, I'm energetic. As soon as I step out of the bathroom, we walk up to the bar and I'm like ordering a drink. And this, I feel something in like my peripheral vision. Like, you know, when you can just sense that someone is like behind you, like I just like all the hairs like on my arm like stood up. Like I literally could feel that there was someone behind me. So I like turn around and I take a step forward and I almost trip over this person in a wheelchair. And the man doesn't even flinch or anything. He just looks up at me and he goes, has someone in a wheelchair ever bought you a drink?
I want to know how often he's used that line. I just need to know. Like, I bet you he uses that line every weekend he goes out.
He got into an accident and like broke his ankle, broke his like like the femur or whatever. I don't know. He like broke his shin or something. So he's just in a cast, and his friend, he was like, my friend dragged me out to the bar. He's telling me this at the bar, like where I'm like this. The bar is like the counter is right behind me, and he's like explaining all of this to me. So I say, actually, no one's ever bought me a drink. He's like, oh, can I buy you one? And I was like, say less. Yes. So he's just asking me about my life, like very small talk. I walk outside and I'm like, guys, like this guy offered to buy me a drink. That's never happened in my life before. So I was like, oh my God, this is like, so cool. Awesome. So I'm chatting with the girls. And then all of a sudden I feel him rolling back towards me. Like, I help him like adjust like into the table. And we're just chatting. And already I'm like feeling tipsy and like flirty and like super flirty. I was like, I like this man. Like he's so confident. Yeah. I like his vibe. I also like, I don't know what it is, but he was older than me. And I was like, I like this man.
Yeah. He was giving very much, like, if you've seen Abbott Elementary, when she showed me the pictures that she got from this night, immediately, like, my first thought was he looks like the district guy from Abbott Elementary. Yes. And I still stand by that. He very much
He was cute. He was cute. So we're talking and everything like that. And, like, I don't know. I guess I just have, like, so much power that I don't realize I have. But, like... that boy was like fading under my eye contact. Like he was literally losing it. And I was like, oh my God, like for realsies? Because I doubt myself and I doubt my capabilities. And like, oh my God, like
I don't know why.
I don't know. And I become like a very big extrovert when I'm out and about. I don't know why. But like everyone always says like, you're so extroverted and you're so like talkative. Like I literally make friends with like these people in the bars or whatever. Anyway, it comes time to buying me a drink again, and I'm like, okay, let's go to the bar. And he's like, okay, but you're gonna have to like wheel me to the bar.
You got me fucked up,
girl. I was already fucked up. So I said, all right, let's go. And I'm like, excuse me, and I'm like literally maneuvering him around the bar. And he like stands up, like holding his thing. I mean, let me not say that. He stands up holding onto the counter, and we start talking, whatever. And I'm looking at this man. I'm like, this man is so beautiful. He's so attractive. And I'm like, oh my God, guys, like I might make out with this man right now.
Okay, imagine my reaction when I'm like being told this story. She's like FaceTiming me. She's like, oh my God, I really thought I was gonna like make out with this man. I'm like, guys, period, like get into it, I guess. Like I was like rooting her on, but
I
like
was putting it on. I was literally putting it on.
This just progresses in a
I was literally doing direction. I was doing everything you could possibly think of to like, you know, kind of give the vibes, that I'm like, all right,
so what now? Like, are we about to kiss right now? Like,
the little like gentle like touch on the arm, you know what I mean?
Sending those
the head tilt, the not breaking eye contact.
You're like,
so he buys me my drink and I sit back down and I get introduced to his friend. Do you remember the friend that dragged him out for the night? The friend sits down next to me and he goes, so are you gonna like go back to his apartment? Like, are you gonna help my friend back to his apartment and like wheel him back? And I was like, ha 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 ha. And he's like, no, I'm being serious. And I was like, back to his apartment. Anyway, again, that's like a crazy thing. I've never been offered that. That's like go back crazy. To my place. Yeah. Anyway, so the friend kind of talks to my friends and I sit back with this man that's in the wheelchair and I start telling him about like my life and like my interests and what I want to do. So then I like do the wombo combo of like boom, 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 head tilt, triangle, head tilt.
One eye.
We're very close. And then that's when he's like, whoa, like you have to stop, like whatever. And I was like, okay, whatever. I pull back. Yeah. And he's like, how old are you? Mind you, this is the first time he had asked me.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first time in the night that he's asking this, and it's already like
I had already inferred that this man was in his 30s. I had already inferred. I also got a look at his license.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I got a look at his license, and that's when I figured out this man was 10 years older than me. 10. Mom, if you're listening, literally go away.
Like
10 years older than me. I saw that. I saw 1993, and I said,
you're like, what's
Lord.
an age gap?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
No, but you were still down.
No, I was down. I was like, I think I was
like, don't act like you were creeped out
let
by
it happen.
Because
no, I wasn't.
You were down.
I was like 10 years and whatever. But then he asks me after the thing that he was like, oh my God, you have to stop doing that, whatever. But he was laughing. He was like giddy, bro. Like, anyway, I did stop. But then he asks me and I go, my sister was like, why didn't you just lie and say you're like 25? And I was like, bitch. Dude, I was impaired. Like, do you think that I'm honest? Like, you're an honest I literally girl. Go, I'm 22, and he was like, ooh, and I was like, why? Should I be embarrassed? And he's like, I should be embarrassed. He's like, I'm so much older than you.
You should be.
Yeah, King, you're 32 years old.
You're the one out on the hunting for a young
Literally,
prey.
He's 32 years old. But to be fair, I went to a bar that was like very adulty, like very adult.
Yeah.
Like you don't see like young people there. I'm so sorry. And by young people, I mean like early 20s. Anywho, so I'm like talking to him a little bit. He's like telling me about my age. He's like, so did you just like finish college? Like what's going on? And I'm talking to him and I was like, so like, oh, it's because, guys, I try to like get him to ask me out, like go to because we were talking about a museum, and so I was like, are we gonna go to a museum together?
Yeah.
And he was like, ooh, what kind of museum do you like? Whatever. I was telling him I'm interested in anything, and then I said, but you're gonna have to ask for my number.
Oh, yeah.
To which that's when he said, I can't ask for your number. Like, you're stunning, you're gorgeous. He actually said that he can see me on billboards in the future because I give IG model. You guys hear that?
Giving
like,
baddie.
let me just say this, like, hand on the Bible. Like this. He literally said he can see me in billboards.
His third eye opened up. He was like, oh my God, like a beautiful girl in front of me. Because
she's an IG model, which, fuck, thank you.
Like, okay.
Anywho, so he said, as stunning as you are and gorgeous, and like, mind you, he said also that he was like falling in love with me.
Yeah,
he
let's
was like,
rewind
I
that.
can't ask for your number because it would be disrespectful to my girlfriend.
Yeah, when she told me that, I was literally like,
to my girlfriend,
blocked as fuck. Like, I actually would have never spoken to that
your
man
poor
again.
girlfriend that's probably at home right now,
that's
thinking that you're just like
diabolical.
with your best friend fucking in his apartment or something.
Insane. And also, like, why was the friend encouraging this? Does the friend not know that he has a girlfriend?
Let me tell you something. I feel like guy best friends, like, what do they even look out for your well-being whatsoever?
Yeah, his well-being of his mission to getting laid that night.
Literally in that wheelchair.
Well-being, quote unquote. That's what he was looking out for. He's like, oh, wingman for my.
That's crazy.
For my guy.
That's crazy.
On his night out.
He literally said, I'm actually not single. It would be disrespectful towards my girlfriend.
That is actually
not the flirting with me, buying me the drinks, looking at me like that, sending me all these signals, and not telling me to stop for a while. You know what I mean?
No, so yeah, he let it happen for I don't know how long.
Because like sometimes like people will come up to the bar and just be like, cheers. Like I went to that bar and this guy was like, are you Puerto Rican? Because he saw me singing Bad Bunny and I was like, no. And he was like, well, where are you from? And I was like, DR. And he was like, hey, vecino, whatever. And he was like, cheers, mama, cheers. And he was like, take it easy. And that was it. Like, okay, that was it. No, this man like fully tried to put the moves. And I was like, bruh.
Yeah, he was really trying to
anyway
make that
so
happen.
When I find that out, I immediately like get so disgusted with this man. I'm like, oh, okay.
Not only are you 30 something, but you also have a woman.
No, I know.
Like you have a whole girl.
So I literally like retract. Like I was like this talking to him. He tells me about the girlfriend. I'm like, oh, whatever. So then I like leave him alone. He like goes on his phone and I look at his friend and his friend goes, so do you like him? He has a crush on you. And I was like, oh, he told me he has a girlfriend. He looks at the guy. The guy's like not looking at him, but he like kind of goes like this. Like imagine I'm talking to you. Like we're making eye contact. You are me. I'm the guy. You just told me like, oh, he has a girlfriend. I go, did he say that? That's what he said. He was like, did he say that?
What is the truth?
So I don't know what the truth is. And I was like, okay, so my friends kind of saw me like they were strategizing a plan at this moment. They were fully putting on like a coup. And they were like, we gotta go, Isa. And I was like, that was so weird. I got a DM later that night or later that morning rather. And it's from the guy, and he's like, hey, I had a lovely time talking with you. I'm sorry if you felt like I was leading you on.
I hate that.
Don't you have a fucking Roth IRA to be working towards? Like, don't you have a fucking high yields account to be opening? Like,
there's so many other things to be worrying about than like flirting with a 20-year-old.
How about recovering? Because your shin is broken. Like, let's do that, King.
Maybe he just used that as a tactic and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go out on my night out in a wheelchair.
No. I go to this like bar that's also like a dance club kind of. I'm dancing, I'm with my friends, and this man approaches me. And he's Brazilian. We're dancing when all of a sudden, you guys, you know all those like funny videos that girls make on TikTok of like when a guy goes to like lean in for a kiss. It's like literally
squinting, mouth open.
Like, why do they act like they like go in like closed eyes, like, and they're like, it's like slow motion.
No, and it looks like, it's like immediately like their eyys are closed from like
this here. Distance, you know? Not even like
here,
not closed. Even like you're like here. It's like from here, their eyes are already closed, and you're seeing it in like slow mo. So this man is like holding me, and he's like smiling, and like,
bro.
And I just start laughing. I could not. That has never happened to me where I see it in slow motion. I was laughing in his face, and he looked at me. He's like, why not? Why not? And I was like, no, thank you. I was like, The man proceeds to literally like make out with like the side of my face, like with my cheeks. Like he starts like kissing my whole like right side of my
this
cheek.
Genuinely sounds like my personal hell.
No, and it was like, no, so sorry.
Ew, like this is my personal hell. Don't get near me. Get near me.
So then I'm like over his shoulder, right? Like my face is like on this side, and my friends see me, and I'm like, whatever. My friends do not hesitate. Like literally, she grabbed my arm, threw me like threw me in like a circle, and now I'm behind her, and she's like holding me, and she was like putting a wall between me and him. And then she doesn't even think twice. She literally just walks away, and he like tries to like grab my arm, and I'm like, no. And he's like, and I walk away. Like I walk into the little dance floor. Weird ass interaction. We get to the last place that we're going to dance at, and we meet these guys that, well, I met a lot of men there, none of which that interested me. But we met this group of nursing students that the reason why we were like so excited to meet, like dance with them was because they were like shaking ass at this club. Like I think it was a Cardi B song, I forget which one. Oh no, it was Sexy.
You Can't Fuck With Me.
No, it was Shake That Ass. What song is that? Hands on your knees. That's not Cardi Sexy B. Red? No,
I think it is.
Is it Rich Baby Daddy? I saw them dancing to Rich Baby Daddy, and I was like, what? Like this man, one of the nursing students, all of his friends were hyping him up, right? Hey, you guys know when people right, in a circle. This man puts his leg on the bar. Like the bar, you have the counter of the bar, and then you have like a little ledge towards the bottom, you know. He puts his little leg up. He starts literally twerking like if it's like he's getting money for this. Like he is no, like in like freaking slacks and a polo, and this man was shaking ass. And I knew when I saw them, I was like, I need to dance with these men. They are my kind of people. So I start joining the circle, and I'm literally dancing with them, and they're like, hey. But they aren't weird at all. Like, they're not giving weirdo vibes. We dance with them the rest of the night. They literally buy us Jello shots, those that come in like the syringes. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh my God. And they were just telling us that they were here for spring break because they're nursing students. Anyway, it was such a fun night, fun weekend. Number one. Only number one. Weekend 2 was more fun because it was just hanging out with the girls and like dancing, and my vibe was literally just to like chill. Like I just wanted to dance. I just wanted to say about cheating and men and all this stuff. I need everyone to stop cheating on each other. Okay. I know it's crazy. Like, hold my hand.
And cheating.
Let me. Actually, I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna slap you across the face.
I was like, let's say it gently. Actually,
stop cheating on people. Let's just stop cheating on each other. Let's practice exclusivity. Let's practice monogamy.
Commitment.
Let's practice commitment. Let's practice healthy
communication,
attachment styles, and let's practice what's the opposite of narcissism. If you have a girlfriend and be okay with that. And if you are not okay with just having one girlfriend, leave your girlfriend.
And don't commit to someone.
If you have a boyfriend and you don't want one boyfriend, you want many boyfriends, maybe leave that guy alone, you know?
Anyway, or be upfront and say, I kind of want multiple boyfriends.
Let them know. Stop with the cheating. If someone else I love gets cheated on, I'm gonna throw a fit. I'm not even kidding you guys. Let's stop the cheating. Let's practice commitment. How hard is that? How hard is it?
No, it's actually like, I think it's such a crazy concept for people to understand, and I don't know why, and I don't know what it is that makes it so difficult to just see someone and want to like
no I know, and I'm talking
for them,
not just physical cheating but like emotional cheating as well,
right?
Like how hard is it? Like I genuinely don't understand it, and I understand why so many people are not interested in getting into relationships or not even interested in commitment, because
if like you're not in the right headspace and you're not at the right point in your life where you want to be in a relationship, that's perfectly fine.
But it's not even that.
It's just
I'm talking about like them being like scared because the way that like everyone is like cheating on each other, like what?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I don't believe that relationships can be like beautiful and amazing and like very committed, like yes, I love that. I literally live for that.
We're holding out for that. I love
healthy relationships so much with like serious commitment. Ooh, love it. Like, oh, another girl talks to you, don't speak to me. Don't even talk to me like if that.
You know. Which, by the way, love on the spectrum.
Oh my god, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm literally saying. Like shout out to Love on the Spectrum.
That show really has like changed the way like we've viewed, or at least I'll speak, I mean we both discussed this about Love on the Spectrum, but like we always have so much like hope for love, but at the same time we're like tainted by some experiences that happen, just like anyone else. Like, you know, something happens to you, something happens to someone you love, and you're like fuck love for a period of time, and then you're like,
you can't be held back by it, you know what I mean?
But then you watch Love on the Spectrum and it instills so much hope in you, because the type of love that they experience and kind of like the way that they communicate is so pure and wholesome. It's
so
like
innocent and like
cutest,
it's so real and pure,
realist, purest.
Their intentions are so pure,
and they say everything like
honestly
how they mean how they mean it.
I love their communication, and it's also just so wonderful to the level of appreciation I think for the other person, you know. I love it. We both love Love on the Spectrum.
Obsessed with that show.
Literally, it's so cute, and I want that kind of like Georgie
and Connor
type of vibe.
They're so cute.
They're adorable.
No, like they actually had me giggling.
They truly are each other's like they're puzzle piece. You know,
like
what
they
I mean?
met in another life, and they are fully.
They
back
just
together,
understand
and it's
each other, and it's so cute. It's the best. That's why I'm like, I have so much hope for love, and I love it. But I swear, let's end cheating. Let's stop it. It's not cute. It's not fun. You're gonna feel empty inside. You're gonna hurt so many people. Let's practice commitment.
It's just so like immature to me. Like I think it's so immature
and selfish.
It's selfish. Like, to lead someone on. Yeah, to lead someone on and give them false hope, or just pretend, like be in some like pretend relationship and the other person is like fully invested,
or you just like want to keep them, you still
you're wasting
want
their
them
time
here because they're gonna give you all that love and stuff, but then you have all these other people like
you're
on
literally
your phone
wasting the person's time.
And I just think how
it's
horrible inside you must be to be cheating on someone who literally loves you or only wants the best.
That's
for
the
you.
worst part.
That's the worst part, is that you're doing that to them. And I just, what does that say about your character? I can't, I hate it. But like, you've been warned. If someone else I love gets cheated on, you will be hearing from me.
Yeah. It's over for them.
You will be hearing from me. In other news, I don't know if you guys remember this, but a couple of episodes ago, I was talking a little bit about my mental health, and I was saying like I was down in the dumps and I was going to make a change, and I have been. I don't know if anyone's like realizing this, but I think I'm realizing it, which is the best part.
Yeah, we love that.
Thank you.
Self-awareness.
I've been doing like a mental shift. I've been listening to like self-help audiobooks and just trying my best to get back into a routine and practice like healthy habits.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, first and foremost, I feel like Full-Time Daughter has always been like very open and very vulnerable. And I think that I've been saying like I want to practice what I preach, and I've been saying like you guys should be confident, be yourself, love yourself, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I also think that you guys should like pay attention to your mental health, and if there's things that are like screaming at you, and if you don't feel good, like tell your friends, tell your family, whatever. And I know it's kind of stupid because you're like, oh my God, like, I don't know how I can get better. But I think that it starts with baby steps. And I know that's so stupid because you're like, Isa, you literally were saying that you want like right now to change. Like you want it right now. It's so hard.
I'm always the one that tells her like slow progress is still progress. Like you can start one thing.
No, all of my loved ones that I've opened up to about where I've been mentally have said like, it's okay. Like chill.
Yeah.
So my biggest tip is just to listen to literally like self-help books. I have a bunch if you guys are interested. Like I don't know if anyone like wants to DM me and like ask me about it. My DMs are open. I'm here for you. But I would say just like take it day by day and also start like small, and it's okay. Like a win is a win. Like I feel like I'm getting back into like healthier habits. Like I went to sleep early yesterday. I've been taking my vitamins. I've been exercising. I'm reading again, or like listening to audiobooks. However, I don't know if that's considered reading.
I still consider that reading.
But I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of getting back into the groove of things. I feel better. And I it's not like a front. Like I think sometimes I feel like I put a front that I'm like, okay, this isn't a front. I genuinely feel better. So I'm like, okay, period. This is good. And then the most exciting thing is I started this year wanting to figure out if I was going to go into like higher education or if I was going to just like work. So I'm currently back on that horse of like figuring it out, doing so much research and just trying to understand where I want to go to, because I have like new goals and like, I don't know, I just have things that I want to achieve. Achieve by the end of the year. And so I've just been putting in some time to like figure that out and what sort of it would entail. So yeah, that's my little update.
Yeah. And I don't think like it all needs to happen at once. You know, I think you just get overwhelmed with like the idea of like, oh, I thought I would have figured this out by now because I'm 22, or like we're still in our young 20s. So we think like we're comparing ourselves to other people and like what they've done, and the people who already have 9-to-5s and they've been making like money since they graduated, and we're here still struggling to like find a part-time or even just something to give us experience in our fields, or even just like the opportunity to practice, which is like also okay. Like I don't think we're expected to immediately, but obviously I know that you want that for yourself, and like you're gonna hold yourself to the highest standard, but it's hard. I just think this era of like post-grad especially, like we're really starting to feel the pits of it.
I think something that's also really helped me is to like try to romanticize it. So like
truly though,
I saw this video of this girl on TikTok who was just like singing a song in her room, and she was like, when you feel like your life is like falling apart, or you're like struggling to find a job, or like there's drama or something, she was like, just remember like your life could be the plot of a movie right now. So she was just like, romanticize it, glamorize it. And I think that's been helping me a little bit. And then also just like Cailyn was telling me this, and I always say this word now. I'm always like, I'm detaching from this.
Oh yeah,
I always say like I'm detaching from this now. Like mentally I say that. And I just think like I'm detaching from all the things that don't matter to me anymore. Like, guys, the appearance, the stuff like that. Like, I can't change that right now. Like, I know we did an entire episode on this, but I literally am detaching.
You just have to detach.
I like, also fully think Sabrina Carpenter is like single-handedly saving me, because I've been listening to Busy Woman by Sabrina Carpenter, and like the way that she's just like, girl, I'm busy, like I have things to do, I have no time for this. That I feel like that's me right now. Like I have to like lock in.
We're in the era of like broke post-college
students. But I'm gonna come up, don't worry.
Like
you guys don't think I see it. I see the future. Like I literally see the future. I see my life, at least like in the next like 2 years and 3 years. I see my life. I'm like, no, just wait.
But that's fully how I view my life. Where it's like I always talk about it like this, where it's like I just try not to stress myself out, and like she'll come to me with all these concerns, and I'm like, I don't really have any advice to give because I'm in the same position, but I'm just like kind of like a listening ear, and I'm like, no, I feel that. I feel the same emotions, but instead of just like spiraling or being like, what do I do, I'm like, okay, day by day, like maybe tomorrow I'll want to do this, and then maybe the next day I'm like, actually I didn't want to do that, and then the next, and like you have the freedom to change your mind. You know what I mean? So it's like you don't have to just be like, you know what, tomorrow maybe I should go into a field that makes like so much money because that's what people are telling me to do, and like it's post-grad, but then the next day you're like, that doesn't even make me happy. I hate everything about that. I hate working like a 9 to 5. So instead I want to work towards like your social media thing. Like you can do multiple things at the same time, and you can also change your mind from like one day to the next.
100%.
And it's like fine.
You've been working really hard as well.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I know that in a past episode I said like I'm kind of busy right now, and like literally giving busy woman.
I'm telling you, Sabrina.
Like that's the era that we're locked into right now. But it's been interesting because I was like never one to like throw myself into work and be like, oh, I have to be like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know where I'm trying to go with that, but I was like in this era of like somehow being like, what job am I going to do? Same as you, where it was like, I have no idea where I want to go post-grad. And whenever people would ask me, it was just kind of like a general concept. Like I had ideas of a concept, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, like I want to do this. I kind of want to like explore this, but do I have any experience in that? No. And then I felt like the weight of getting a degree in something that I ultimately was like, maybe it would have been smart to go into the more like technical side of social media and like the marketing side, because it's like wider. There's a wider net and it falls more in line with like what I want to do versus the journalism side, where it's like, now what am I going to do with that? Besides like obviously podcasting and just like being able to talk into a microphone and feel comfortable. But I was like, I don't really know what I want to do with that. And when people would ask, I was like, that kind of like makes me anxious, because I was like, like, did I just get a degree in something that I can't even really use, and it's just to like make me look good, or just be like, oh, I have a degree, but like, am I going to even use this? You know what I mean? And then I just kind of like, again, detached from this idea of like, you don't necessarily need to use your degree for that specific thing. You know, like a journalism degree, it falls into like communications. A communications degree can go in so many different ways. It's more so someone taking a chance on you, or just, I think, using your talents in creative ways. Like freelance is still an option, and you can use so many of like your talents in different ways and for different things. And I think it really is about like networking and like making those connections and dropping it into everything you say, because that's where I am kind of at right now, where it was like anyone I would talk to, I would just like mention it, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to like work in social media, don't really know what, but like I want to get that experience of like working with people, writing stuff for social media. And then ever since I just started like plopping it into conversations and just like saying it casually, like opportunities were kind of like brought into my lap, and I was like, wait, was that like low-key like a version of manifesting for myself? Because I said it a couple times throughout the year of last year, where I was like, oh, I don't really know, but I want to do this. And then like suddenly months later, it's like I've gotten different opportunities of people being like, oh, so do you want to like do that for me? Or like, I could use help in blah, blah, blah. Like, and I was like, okay. But then I start second guessing myself, because as soon as someone is like, oh, okay, yeah, like I can use some help here, you would just have to do this, you know? And I was like, oh, starting to like second guess, because I don't have like the proper training, or like I didn't get a degree necessarily in that. So it's really just like all hoping and praying that like someone trusts in me, or like allows me to make mistakes and like learn and grow from them. Like I have a job now, which is crazy because I'm like, okay, like I am working in this field that I want to work in, and it's not a crazy like super like high up job. Like I'm not working social media marketing manager. Like I'm not doing that necessarily, but I'm helping someone in that field, and I'm trying to learn from the people around me. So it's almost like an internship of sorts. I'm going to also be in a part-time job. So I'm like, that's kind of fun.
That's so fun.
It's going to be like a part-time, and then also just like working on social media stuff. And it's all kind of like learning experiences.
Kind of falling into place and working out.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how it happened. Opportunities are just kind of like happening. And then I'm like, okay, not to say that I'm like not doing anything to put myself in those positions. 'Cause I think like you can't just say like, oh, it's going to happen for me, and then like not do anything to make it happen.
Into it, you know what I mean?
I'm just kind of like speaking it.
Of course.
But then making little like pathways, little trails towards that end goal. And then I'm like, okay, And if it sucks, it sucks. If the experience is bad, it's bad. But like, you really can't have like these pre-imposed ideas of like how it's gonna go. I'll also like freak out about something where if someone asks me like, oh, like what are your plans tomorrow, or like what are you doing, and I'm like, I actually can't tell you because it changes every moment. Like from one moment to the next, I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna meet tomorrow, and then something happens, or you can't meet tomorrow, and then we're like working around.
It's giving adulthood.
It's giving literally adulthood. Like we're scheduling our hangouts.
No, like, literally, the Google Calendar is open up, dude, and we're like, how does the 24th actually sound? It's not gonna work for me. Okay,
that Google Calendar.
12 p.m. on the 28th, like literally what we're doing.
And we're like, we'll pencil it in for now.
We'll that
might change. It's subject to change.
Subject to change.
That's how it's actually been. We're like, can you record this day?
Literally.
Yeah, for now.
Or like if we have like personal appointments or something like that, I'm like, I'm gonna put it in the calendar so I know that you're busy that day. Like,
no, we like know each other's
full
every
adulthood.
Like appointment.
Yeah.
Like once I have a shift schedule, I'm like, oh no, like that's from this time to this time. Like I have to be there. But like,
and then I only have this day off, and like you're gonna want to rest that day.
It's
girl,
so
it's
chaotic.
so much. But like it's giving adulthood. During this whole period of like me like rediscovering myself and like looking into self-help books and all this stuff, I've been working out, right? Okay, Move with Nicole is my go-to girl. You already know she kicks my ass every single day. I be sweating, right?
No, it's like actually crazy.
But then a video of Miss Chloe Ting came up on my YouTube. You remember that name? Chloe Ting.
Quarantine.
Flashback. Take me back.
Guys, I never did a Chloe Ting workout.
I just wanted to see the chokehold that Miss Chloe Ting had me in 2020.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was quarantine times when everyone was doing that.
I was doing Miss Chloe Ting ab workouts.
I think her workout videos have like millions of views.
Millions and millions of views. I don't know who decided in the pandemic, in quarantine, that Chloe Ting was that girl that would get you abs and a butt.
She was on her Zoom. She was probably posting those workout videos every day on TikTok, on YouTube.
Like the Chloe Ting effect. I saw Chloe Ting. I was like, wow, she changed my life. I had abs for days, and then everyone went and canceled her because they were like, they don't actually give you abs. Her videos actually give you like thicker. They don't really give you that hourglass. They give you like that rectangular look. And everyone stopped doing her workouts because everyone wants that little like hourglass. Anyway, so I was like, let me see the workout, because I used to do this, guys, the way that like I didn't even have to pull up the video during quarantine. Like you do the video maybe like 2 days, and then by the third day you already know like the whole routine. Yeah. So I was like seeing it, and I was like, wow, this takes me back to when I would like lay out the mat in my room. I would work out. I would go downstairs and make acai and my whipped coffee. I would turn on Outer Banks, and then I would go outside and I would read my book. And then
fully confined to just these activities.
Yeah, and then I would just like I would tan, and then I would do some of my like at home schoolwork. Yeah, and then I would go to bed. Like,
what a time!
I wouldn't want to go back, but like, wow, what a time, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say what a time to be alive, but then I was like, maybe not. It maybe wasn't the best of times. It was just a time.
It was a time.
What a time!
So then I was also, another thing that like brought me back. I was getting a lot of nostalgia this week. Actually, I was walking in the mall, and I look at the store, and I was like, oh my god, Kipling is still open.
Oh my god,
you guys, Kipling had me like, what's worse than a chokehold? Like holding me by the freaking like this with their
headlock.
The headlock had me in a headlock.
Yeah,
I loved Kipling. I had a Kipling backpack and a Kipling little zipper case or whatever you guys call it, pencil pouch. I don't know. I don't know who calls it a pencil pouch, like for a 4 years old. I'm so sorry, girl. It is a zipper case.
I say pencil pouch.
No way. It's like it doesn't have just pencils. Like
yeah, whatever.
Anyway, I liked the big one that had like multiple slots for all your markers and crayons and stuff. Oh my god. I also had little purses. Like I loved Kipling. Like
I was a JanSport girl.
Every single time there was like a birthday or Christmas, I just wanted a little Kipling monkey. Damn. Like I loved Kipling so much. And I see the store and I'm like, Kipling is still open. Like people still buy these bags and stuff. But all the girlies now, like I see in high school or little kids, they got like the nice ass backpacks.
No, it's like
they got like the kitty backpacks too from Target with like the random animals that the kindergartners
but that reminds me. Because I saw this TikTok the other day of a woman talking about an experience that her little daughter at school had. And the little girls were literally making fun of her daughter for not having a Stanley. No. And I was like, what is it with this age group now that like they think that Stanleys are like the shit or something, and it's like if you don't have a Stanley, like
Bitch,
you're
it's
uncool.
a water bottle. Bitch,
It's
fucking
literally
water
a
bottle.
cup. It's a fucking cup.
It's a fucking
and that's why I'm like so confused, because I'm like, it's a fucking cup. Like,
a cup.
what makes it?
It's a fucking cup with a
a cup,
handle,
babe,
bitch. And it doesn't even fit in all cup holders, bitch. It's a fucking cup. It's a
Meanwhile,
cup.
like I'm here with.
Literally. No, I have one too. It's
We have one.
The kids don't scare me. The kids.
No, it's really scary.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just glad that we had that era of like
No, I know.
Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Cartoon
It's the
Network.
best.
Like we were truly raised in like the
We're blessed.
peak.
The
of
peak. Yeah. I'm so
the
sad for the children now.
2000s. Yeah.
I'm so sad for the children now. But I actually, my last point was that I actually read an article that I found on Instagram. It like came up as like a sponsored little thingy. And it was basically saying how like the people our age, like in our early 20s, are like mentally 3 years behind. And then the children that are like 2004 and down are like mentally like accelerated. Like they're acting so much older than us.
Yeah.
And that makes so much sense because like I see these little girls.
But I don't think academically.
No, not academically, guys. Like the children don't act like children.
Yeah.
They act like so much older than their age. Like, what do you mean? Why is the 7-year-old in Sephora right now? And like, she's like very like aware. Like, she's not like a 7-year-old. Like, she's like a very like, that is gonna give you.
That's gonna give you
flashback.
pimples. And
It's like I didn't know what that was at 7 years old.
it's because of social media though. Like that's all the content is like the influencers, the beauty influencers posting all these like products and like sale recommendations, and it's like, whoa, and like young kids. Like literally my mom works at a school with like all these like young kids, and she's like shocked every day by like some of the things that they say. 'Cause she'll be like, I have no idea how they even know what that is, and also why, like at their age do they know that.
I kind of have a lot of hope for our generation. Like I just know I'm raising my kids in a certain way. Like get off your phones. You guys ever seen Grown Ups when they go take all the kids to like the camping trip and stuff like that? That's gonna be me all the time. Get off your phones. We're locking them in a box. Like actually you're not getting phones until you're like, I don't know, but truly, until you get a little job.
It's giving like White Lotus.
We're gonna go touch some grass. No, we're gonna go touch some grass
during the vacation, and they were like, which I actually want to bring up.
What?
The White Lotus finale.
Oh my god, don't spoil it for me. I'm not
gonna spoil anything.
I'm gonna watch the show.
Just in case if you're listening you haven't watched it. Yeah, she's like still hasn't even seen season 1 or 2.
Don't spoil it for Issa.
Like, hello. But the season finale happened last week, and by the time you're listening to this, it's like probably outdated. Like you've heard 20 million like theories. You've heard probably everyone and their mother's thoughts about the finale. But my general consensus of the season was that it was, I think, their worst.
Oh.
In my opinion. I think, like, in comparison to season 1 and 2, I enjoyed.
Well, I heard the first one was the most White Lotus-y. Like, that season 1 was the most, like, iconic and, like, true to what the show is all about. Stuff. Yeah. Like, that it's, like, the White Lotus vibes.
I think so. Because something about this season, I don't know if it was just, like, I wasn't as invested in their storylines, which the White Lotus is very much like character driven. It's like a bunch of nothing happening, but also so much happening at the same time. You're just like watching families, and it's kind of like I would say like a social study of like how they conduct themselves, how they like interact with each other in a different culture. It's like very much just people. Show that I have been loving though, which is like so out of left field for me. Like you would not think that I would like this show because it's a medical show.
Oh my god, The Pit.
The Pit.
I love The Pit.
I'm literally been sat.
My mom loves The Pit.
It's so good.
It's the best show for like if you're a doctor, a nurse, any medical professional. It's the most realistic from a doctor's point of view. My mom's point of view. She's like, that is the most realistic day in the life.
Yeah, like my dad will be watching, and he used to be like a firefighter paramedic. So, like, whenever he hears the terms, he'll start explaining, and I'm like, sir, this isn't like...
My mom will guess it. Like, they'll bring in the patient. My mom's like, that's a blah, 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 blah. My question for Cailyn is, why don't you watch 911?
Okay.
For the love of all things good. 911 yesterday was actually insane. Like, and if you guys saw the trailer for the next episode, I'm literally so scared for my life. Like, there's a death. Like one of them are like,
well, yeah, I saw pictures of like,
like fully, they all went in. One of them is coming out in a body bag. Like fully. Like, it showed it in the trailer. Like, death is confirmed. And so I'm scared. I'm like, who is it gonna be? I'm scared. I love all of them.
Every episode is just her trying to convince
I love
me to
all of
watch
them.
911.
So good.
But I really don't know why I don't watch it.
Why? It's so good. It's literally the best show on ABC. Guys, if you haven't already watched The Pit or 911, go do it.
Yeah.
Because what are you doing?
This
There
is
you
our
go. Recommended.
testament to you, because this is all we're talking about
Yeah.
lately. One last update, which like I don't know how we didn't address this. There's really not much to address about it, but it was like a growth thing for me, and it was that I went on a date since the last episode.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Since
What a
the last
beautiful way
episode.
to sort of wrap up this episode.
Yeah, I was like, you know what?
Let's
That's
talk
our final
growth.
update.
Mm-hmm.
Our final update, because our battery's also about to die.
Oh my god.
But basically, like, since the last episode, I went on a date randomly.
So
I
proud
just
of you.
decided to meet up with someone I've never met before.
Put yourself out there.
There are no updates for you.
That is all we bring to the table.
The only thing that I bring to the table, the actual date itself was fine. Like, I didn't think anything of it. And I thought it was just like a growth thing for me. Like, I just wanted to meet someone that I hadn't met before and just get better
You
at, like,
fully put yourself in that situation and
I put myself in that situation. And it was
conquered it,
crazy
dude.
too, because it was like a situation, like, it wasn't like a sit down,
Yeah.
like, over drinks and
No,
coffee
no.
situation. It was like, no, we're meeting up at the beach. Like,
Crazy.
I've never
Crazy.
done that before, and I don't
No,
know
crazy.
why.
Diabolical. Men, don't ever ask a girl to go to the
Don't.
beach on the first date. The fuck? That
I
is
don't know. I don't
diabolical.
even know why I said yes. I don't.
Let's be real.
And I was not like in a bathing suit or anything like
No,
that.
no.
I was like, heck no. Like, I'm just there to sit on the sand and like talk.
Mm-hmm.
And my takeaway was that I'm like fully capable of like being a good conversationalist. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't really awkward. Men are literally just like the rest of us. It really was nothing crazy. Even though I have no updates to provide for you, like, I can't tell you like, oh my god, day 2. Like, that's probably not happening. But
It's still like
that sounds very cryptic.
No,
like,
no.
no harm, no foul. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it was just the experience, and I
Yeah.
wanted to share that, like, I fully did that.
exactly.
And like,
High five.
it was my date of the month, I guess.
Period.
Even though
She's
I don't
actually
think I'm
sticking
sticking.
to
No,
it.
I don't think I'm sticking
Oh.
to that.
It's okay. We're busy women either way.
Yeah, I don't think I'm sticking to that. Like, if
Very
someone,
proud of you.
if the situation presents itself, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not like putting myself in this
Prioritizing
position
it,
of,
you
like,
know, as our month goal.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to keep up with us, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at fulltimedaughterpod. All the links can be found below.
Yeah, and we'll see you in our next episode. Be sure to follow, rate, and review the podcast. Tag us in your stories if you're listening. Interact with us, answer the polls,
And join our book club.
and join our book club.
We'll see you soon.
We have a new read of the month. And yeah, we'll see you in our next episode.
Because
Love you. See you.
because
Oh my god, I always forget.
yeah, it's fine.
We'll see you next week because
It's a full-time job at this point.
Bye.
It just ends like that.
Bye. The twist of the camera.
We just saw the camera die in front of us.